And I think about someone like Brock Purdy, like being a 49ers fan, I always bring up this example, but I mean, the guy was third on our depth chart. Like, he was not, like, if both Garoppolo and Trey Lance don't get hurt, like, we are probably never, like, we may never see Brock Purdy on the field. Like, and we never would have found out that he was actually this really good quarterback. So I'm interested, like, A, what you think about that, but B, isn't that also kind of discouraging, like, going into the league thinking, damn, like, I might have all the talent to compete and be at this highest level, but if I just don't get the opportunity, if things don't fall my way, like, I'm just kind of at the mercy of that.
Yeah, well, I love that you brought up Brock Purdy because I bring that up all the time too. I use him as the perfect example. Like, this guy was Mr. Irrelevant, and now he's one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the league and extremely successful. And that could have been a lot of guys, probably. Not that he hasn't done amazing. And it's
Mm.
about being at the right place at the right time, but ready to take advantage. Because so many people are in that third string position and they might take their foot off the gas. That opportunity comes, they're not ready to take advantage, and that's your last chance. Right. So it's not just, hey, this guy got lucky. Well, this guy was putting in the work behind the scenes when people weren't paying attention to be ready, and he took advantage. So there's a lot of that. And I think in terms of, that being discouraging, as an NFL player and specifically as a quarterback, if you're concerned about what's going on outside of yourself, you're worried about the wrong things. You need to be worried about, what can I control? I can't control my opportunity. I can't control sometimes where I'm at. I can control the way I'm preparing. I can control my work. And that's what allows you to have success. And when you talk about these 6 to 8 outlier guys, what separates those guys from, the starting guys and the guys who don't pan out? It's this. It's not physical ability. It's all up top in your mind. What's your process? How do you mentally handle stress? How do you perform under pressure? When you do get an opportunity, what happens? I've been in a lot of situations where I'm competing against a guy who could throw the ball better than me. That's not rare. But why do I win competitions? Because I understand what to focus on. I can perform under pressure. I can make good decisions. And that's what separates good quarterbacks from great quarterbacks and beyond. It's the mental piece of it, and what's your process and how do you prepare on a daily basis and handle all these other things. Because like you said, and like Luke said, man, it's not a matter of talent. Everyone's talented. And when you get to those razor thin margins, everything adds up. How do you live your life? How do you process information and all these other things, especially at quarterback?
So what is that mindset though? Like, you mentioned, the mindset is what separates these guys. Like, what, if you could just expand a little bit on that, like what specifically you're talking about?
It's about focusing on what you can control. There's
Mm.
so much external noise at quarterback. I mean, everyone's watching you. You have the ball in your hands. What can I control? I can control my attitude. I can control my work ethic. I can control how I show up on a daily basis. That's the stuff that I'm completely in control of. And I always believe, if you embrace those pieces, then the product on the field takes care of itself. The opportunity to take care of itself. And I mean, I've told this story a few times, but when I signed with the Jets, man, I didn't get a rep in training camp for 3 weeks. All of a sudden, I'm thrown in a game, go throw a couple touchdown passes, win a game. Next week, another fourth quarter comeback. The following week, another fourth quarter comeback, and I wasn't getting reps in practice. So to me, that validated the mindset of like, hey, like, I can't control this opportunity. Yes, it's frustrating. I'm disappointed, but what can I control? The fact that I'm putting in extra work and staying ready. The fact that I'm coming in the building with a positive attitude and being an active participant in meetings. Those are the things you can control. And that way, when the ball does come your way, you're ready to take advantage.